joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? Kickoff team out there. We are about to get cranked up for this semifinal collision. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Single back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I love to see from the defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. Handoff here from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
So on the opening drive, they're backed up here now, 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you can really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They're going to run it here. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Solid gain, moves the ball to a 33.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Caught in the backfield. It's Allen. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the first down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
The Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. The back's got it. Breaks loose at the 40. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers, but we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. And then first down, they go right back to him. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the right here. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's an out route. The catch made. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Nice throw and catch here for the Buckeyes. And you know, Chris, it's hard to think of a time when Ohio State didn't have an efficient and prolific quarterback under center.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. They'll run the option. Pitch to the back.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The Buckeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Receiver in motion now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Can he reach the end zone? And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Chris, how about the offensive coordinator here trusting his quarterback to be able to make a play on the design QB run? Knew he'd take care of the ball and get positive yards, and he did even more. Comes up with a touchdown.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Michigan offense comes back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? Keeping it on the ground here. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And now the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. The freshman is brought down after a really solid run there. The Wolverines come up to the line in the hurry up.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka, Tyrone Wheatley, and Leroy Horde. Man, so many good backs that come through Ann Arbor.
Second down play coming up. Here's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Out of the gun now on third down. He breaks free, fighting off the defender. And he goes down. The first quarter will end on that sack. The offense will go for it on this fourth down near midfield. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Going to hand this off. Good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up, the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
And the Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense facing a third down now. They can still get a first down without scoring. Running play called on third and short. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal. The Wolverines hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long.
The thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. It's a 2-yard gain. Second and 8 coming up.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. As the first down is still going. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
For offensive coordinators, you see big runs like that in the first half, and you get really excited because that opens up so much more of your playbook, especially all of your counter plays and your play action.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here comes a handoff. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Well, that's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
First down here for this offense. They're going to run it. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
He's brought down at the 19-yard line.
The Buckeyes are going to cash in here in the red zone. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back, showing great patience, the whole open, use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Buckeyes line it up with first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Automatic on the PAT. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Offense is back on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's the offense going on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack. And
the catch is made for a huge pickup. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. Drive stays alive with that first down completion. Pre-snap motion from the offense. First down, looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on the screen. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Well, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards in the first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on him.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And it's incomplete, in and out of the hands of the running back. That's going to bring up third down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Well, that's their second sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy's going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
Fourth down and very long, but the offense still on the field. They're going to go. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Heavy pressure, hit as he throws. Downfield and incomplete. A fourth down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. He's got it for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Great quarterbacks have answers no matter what the defense is in. This time, the quarterback and the receiver knew that they were going to be able to connect on that corner route before the ball was snapped. The throw was so quick, the defense didn't have much time to adjust.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Throws it to the right. Oh, that one's picked off.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
Final 9 seconds of the half as they line up here in 1st and 10. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And here comes a deep shot. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And now another deep ball here. Intercepted in the end zone. Can he take it all the way? And he'll be brought down as time runs out here in the first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick this away to start the second half. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Well, throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. Breaks loose at the 45. Finally brought down, but the game moves it to the 44.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Cristiano, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now. Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
No, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. Now it's second down here. Off the RPO, caught to the right. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
The Buckeyes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Trying to find some room. It's Frazier. The tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Inside give now from the shotgun. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. They'll try the option play here. He'll toss it to the back. And he's pushed out of bounds after a short run. Not enough for a first. The offense stays on the field, of course. It's 4th down and inches. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
The Buckeyes trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. Second and goal for the offense. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Touchdown, Buckeyes. This offense is still clicking. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why his team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do. They made it look easy.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Michigan offense back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Ball handed off. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. He's running out of time here. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
They've converted 1 of their 2 4th down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a 3rd attempt right here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. And is intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? At the 10. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State.
How about the risky call here by this offense? I love that they're going for it on 4th down. Not so sure about the play call. The defense was not fooled at all. Steps in front of this throw for a nice touchdown.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
The pocket breaking down. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Going the other way. Oh, the football comes out. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover. Three guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And a big takeaway by the defense on the final play of the quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Ohio State 28, Michigan 7.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Handoff in a single back formation. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game completely away, making it a lot easier to zero in on that quarterback in the pass game.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down, lofting it toward the left sideline. And it's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a fourth down completion. It's a short completion to the big tight end. No, they've stopped him short. The defense with a big fourth down play to protect this lead late in the game. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Looking for his big tight end. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there? I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
Oh, and it lands at the 4 and bounces in for a touchback. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. Looking to throw now on first down. Quick completion to the tight end. But he's hammered by the linebacker. What a hit.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Short completion there. Second down coming up. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They'll tackle him at the 27.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run, but look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 27. Can he make it to the marker? Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Another interception. Wow, that's his fourth tonight.
And the Buckeyes take over first and 10.
Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Looking to scramble. Fires it on the move. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Second down here. Time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. Movement here from the tight end. Looking to score, they'll run it to the left side. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And this one is getting ugly. So the offense flexing over quick and stretching their lead here in the second half.
Now that touchdown gives you a little bit more breathing room, but now it's up to your own defense to help preserve that lead so you can go back out and build onto it in the second half.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They need a couple miracles here in the final 2 minutes to rescue what's been a very, very rough outing so far. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Lets you go under heavy pressure, takes a shot. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he steps out after a nice return. What a momentum shifter this could be.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Getting set. Here's second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. The defender gets a hand in there to break the pass up.
Boy, this offense has really struggled today, Chris, when it comes to throwing the football. They have dug themselves a huge hole. They're not going to have any chance of coming back. And I think one thing about this is you wonder where you go from here. You're hoping to make a play or two to give yourself a belief that things can get better, but it's just been a disastrous day for the offense.
Makes the catch downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. And the Wolverines will have 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw yet again. Fires it to the wideout. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
They look to throw it here on second down. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return.
Great job here by the defense coming up with yet another play. Boy, they are just pouring it on today, dominating in every phase.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They need a miracle. A couple of them here in the last couple minutes. Down big. Defense is coming after him. Breaks free. The pass rush closing in. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Well, the quarterback was noticeably hurried on that play. Great pass rushes don't have to get to the quarterback to affect the play. That was a great example of it there.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Handoff running right. Running with purpose. Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where the heck was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. But that right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Oh, it's tipped to the line and intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Delay of game penalty will cost the offense 5. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That's caught. It's Freeman. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage.
Boy, these guys just won't let up. I mean, they already have this game out of reach. They have a big lead. They're still throwing the football and still just putting it on this defense every chance they get.
Receiver makes the grab. He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit. A new set of downs after that completion.
Black 24, Cobra.
First down, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wide out. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. Going to try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback dropping back. Contact as he threw it. And it falls incomplete as the clock hits 0:00. That's it. Game over. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment. But now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.